Hey everyone, my name is Vasant, and today I'm starting this YouTube channel. Uh, this YouTube channel is the intent of this YouTube channel is mainly to teach everyone about technology and a little bit about myself. I am working in the tech industry for a while now. I'm a security architect in one of the major companies, and I have seen almost all spans of technology, starting from hardware till software. And I'm also a cybersecurity professional, so I'm dealing with the new trends almost every day. I learn a lot of things in my job. I'm grateful for it. And this YouTube channel is something that I'm creating so that I can share it with the rest of the world. The intended audience here is anyone who wants to learn about technology, who's thinking, hey, the person next to me is using ChatGPT. What exactly is it? How do I use it? How does it work internally? So this is just the beginning. My plan is to make everyone aware about tech and use it for their livelihood. Tech is a really powerful tool if used in the right way. So we will be trying to make sure everyone understands the technology, how it works underneath, and stuff. So today, let's talk about AI. So the AI is the buzzword now, right? Everyone is telling, "Hey, AI is going to replace everyone. The doomsday is coming." What exactly is AI, right? So the AI is something like a machine which understands patterns and reacts to it. So as humans, we have sensories. We have eyes, we have nose, mouth, ears, and skin. So we are, by nature, we are feeling things. Do we say, is AI really intelligent? Can it do the exact same thing as human? So in this video, I'll try to explain in simple terms without any technical jargon. And the simple definition of AI is artificial intelligence is the ability of a computer system to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. So, for example, it can be like understanding a language, recognizing images, making decisions, learning patterns. These are all things that human does. Humans see, they think, and then they decide, and then they act. AI, on the other hand, it takes an input, it processes the data, and generates the output. And AI is actually older than you think. Everyone thinks AI came in 2022 with the ChatGPT moment, but no. AI started in 1957 with the concept. Then IBM did some demonstrations in 2011, but the main thing is to 2022 when ChatGPT hit the picture. They proved that AI can be useful, scalable, and adoptable by everyone. And now let's talk about the types of AI. So in those days, if you think Siri or Google Maps or Netflix recommendation, Facebook recommendation, those are all narrow AI. They are experts in a particular field. If you think Netflix recommendations, it talks about which movies you like based on your previous patterns. So that's also a pattern recognition, but in a more simpler and narrower way. ChatGPT, on the other hand, is a generative AI. It generates contents. It is trained upon millions and billions of data that's available out in the internet. It identifies the pattern, and then later it tries to respond, generate content or respond to you based on the patterns that it has already been trained with. And the systems that we are talking about here, the generative AI, is something that's very recent, and they can perform any intellectual task that a human can perform because of the training. And there is the next thing called AGI, artificial general intelligence, which is something that's a future concept that's not yet out there. It's the concept where it can do anything that a human does, even if it's not trained. And if, for example, right, let's think you see how an AI gets trained. Assume you are teaching a 5-year-old kid that this image is a cat. You show the kid an image of a cat and say it's a cat. You show a different image of a cat, say it's a cat. You keep showing five images, and the sixth image you show a dog, and the child responds saying, hey, it's not a dog, it's a cat. That's exactly what AI does. It identifies the patterns. In this case, it's an image, and AI tries to respond back with the patterns that it has already been taught by the training. And instead of experience, it uses data, finds patterns, and builds mathematical models based on the training. So the key message here is AI doesn't memorize things, it learns patterns from huge amounts of data. So that's the intent here. And what is generative AI? The generative AI is creating content. It does not predict like a Netflix recommendation or a or Facebook recommendation. So if we give it a prompt saying, "Hey, write a poem," it actually generates a new poem rather than something like an existing poem. And if we ask it to create an image, it generates a new, brand new image based on the patterns that it has been trained with previously. Popular examples like ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, Claude, they are all the popular models out there. There are a lot of open source models too that are out there. And there are some myths around AI. That's like AI is a conscious human being. No, AI just predicts patterns. And there is another myth like AI knows everything. Whatever I ask it, it knows. The reality is AI can make mistakes, it can hallucinate. If it cannot find a pattern to a particular problem, it can make things up. There's been widely documented events of this happening. So in the tech world, we call it hallucination, and this is a serious concern. If especially if you're automating business decisions based on AI output, we always think to have a human in the loop review, so that the human can validate the AI output if it's the right one. Okay, so there is another myth like AI is going to replace everyone. It's not the case. Yes, AI is probably going to automate some of the jobs. Some of the if the job is the job is basically going to identify patterns and give you output. That's what AI is going to affect. But if we think about something like a data entry job that was there earlier, now it's no longer there. A typewriter's job was there earlier, now it's no longer there. So but there are new jobs. There are cloud engineers, there are uh, whatnot, right? So there are so many new jobs created. So AI's transition is similar. There was this internet era, then there was this cloud era, and now there is this AI era. AI era is just going to spawn new jobs, and of course it's going to eliminate some of the jobs. And why does it matter, right? So if someone had come to you in 2000 and asked you, why does mobile matter? I don't want to talk to someone that's far away from me. I prefer human communication. That probably was someone's conversation in 2000. Fast track to 2026, there is no one without a mobile is probably the most distributed technology device in the planet. Similarly, AI is something that's probably groundbreaking because of its capabilities and the way people interact with it. Previously, we used to type in a mobile or a computer. Now, AI can accept our sensory inputs like voice or thoughts and everything. So, and it can identify patterns. That's very helpful in healthcare and disease detection in healthcare. Cybersecurity is one of the fields that's changing tremendously. Things like threat detection, malware analysis are something that's going tremendous changes. Education, students used to take out a book if they had some questions about the concepts. Now we just ask ChatGPT. So that is this personal tutor that you have with you, that doesn't judge you, that doesn't ask you cross questions. It just motivates you and gives you all the information that you need. So this is a brand new way of learning. And if you come to a business, earlier people used to take notes in their paper about their profit or loss or whatnot. Later, it moved to Excel. So there is this huge transition, tech transition from paper to, say, an Excel sheet. Now the AI is going to make it even more productive. So analyzing AI sheet, which previously used to take hours or days, now takes minutes or even seconds. AI can provide you with the output at a faster rate than it was before. So the business productivity increases. And software development, especially, is going to change rapidly. The time to market, or TTM as we call it, has increased fivefold, tenfold. And AI is basically helping engineers build products at a much faster scale. The fast is the main word here. It's not going to replace anyone. So previously, if an engineer was able to do X amount of work in a week, he can do 10x of work now. That's the main impact of AI. So to conclude, right, AI is not really magic. It is not human technology. It's a powerful technology that learns patterns, and then from the data, it helps us solve problems at a massive scale. So in the future videos, I'll go deeper into topics such as Gen AI agents, prompt engineering, AI security, MCP servers, and especially the risks every engineer or a person need to know. So if you found this video useful, like, subscribe, and share this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.